live streaming for a live studio. Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt, your host. As always, we're joined by the Beanied one, who is soon going to be in 6-7 weeks in the company of his entire podcast mates, Gerard Barrera.
What is up, my nerds? That is right. It's about time. It's about time we reunite and we go on another adventure. It's been a while.
You know what I'm waiting on? One is because it's been like 5 years since it's happened. The Cali people to come out to Colorado.
Colorado, yeah, that'd be
you're right.
To happen.
You're right. It has been a while. I miss Colorado. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
That is very true.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be my traveling mate for our trip to Cali, the babyface one, Theo Walski.
Yes, I hog the armrests all the time.
Well, then I'll just take the window and like shimmy into
and then I'll just lean on them the whole time.
Like, oh look a bird.
Look a bird.
Now, do you choose window out of comfort and convenience because you like it? You're okay with it.
I love the window because I love
window.
I love just being able to open up and kind of look out and see where I'm at, especially when you're flying out over the Rockies, especially when there's like when we had the trip last time, right? And we flew, like there was snow on those back peaks, and it just absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So
I actually prefer
like
the aisle. Window. Yeah.
I do window for comfort.
Okay. Yeah. I do it for convenience. I do aisle for convenience.
And if I want to sleep, I can just take my sweatshirt, put it up as a pillow, and I got something to lay on.
Yeah. Okay. I can just sleep anywhere, so I'm cool with that.
We know this.
Okay. We know this.
We haven't tested every position yet, but we know there's quite the variety of where.
Yeah.
Okay. Theo, you know this with our buddy here, but when he flew out to Virginia to go to the Andy Grammer concert with us in Charlottesville, we're just driving along, having a conversation. Next thing we know,
like, I totally
mid freaking sentence.
Yeah,
he is our Mr. Bean.
Yeah, so funny.
But I don't think that happens anymore. Only when you mean to.
Only
ever since he gets the CPAP,
and that's a good thing.
Oh yeah. Now it's really only when I like want to go to bed, but I mean, yeah. That's also why I choose the aisle.
Out of a conversation.
Yeah. But no, the main thing is like ever since I was a kid, like I always hated climbing over people when I had to go to the bathroom, because I always knew I did, because I always drank a lot of water, or I always had a lot of liquids. So I just got tired of like asking people, being inconvenient, and just I got used to being in the aisle side.
I have that same thing about like not wanting to ask people to get up or leave. So I make sure that I do not move from my seat the entire time.
See,
so
I can't do that.
Dehydrate, don't eat, make sure I take a shit before like 30 minutes before, completely empty the tank.
No, so even for me to survive, like I'll even just get up and walk to the bathroom and walk back just to stretch my legs. So like, there's reasons why I like the aisle seat now. So, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That means
out
of the four of us, Jason's always in the middle.
But then again, I don't even think Jason would care. Like, okay, like he would just be like, all right. Yeah.
It's like I got room to play my Switch, right?
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
we're gonna like, all right, just don't snore in my ear.
Ooh. The belt has another chance to come back to Colorado.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good reminder, dude. I have to think about that, and I got to think about we got to think about a trophy, some sort of thing for us to like take back, some sort of little trinket or something.
We'll think about it, but it'll be good. It'll be good for all of us to be in one place. I have already texted the group chat I have.
Sweet.
With some friends of ours to find out what they're doing that Monday or Tuesday night. So So yeah, I mean, it'll be a quick trip, but you know what? With everything going on with the kids and stuff like that, it'll be good to get away for a couple of days. But Cody has, a lot of school that next week, so he's gonna have back to school night at the end of that week, and just everything. It's just adulting.
What grade now?
He's gonna be first
First
grade.
Right? Yeah, he's out of kindergarten.
He's into the numbers.
And with any luck, the other one's gonna be in preschool.
Woohoo.
Dang.
And let's not forget the fact is I have a senior starting this year.
Oh, geez, that's so crazy.
That's
yeah.
right.
My daughter's gonna be a senior this year.
Oh man, you're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, seniors know everything. Seniors.
Okay, no. Hold on. No. Teenage girls think they know everything, and she's been in that phase since probably.
No, it's even worse because now that she's a senior.
Right.
Well, I'm going out into the world like I already know. Dude,
I love my daughter.
At the fear of making a large amount of people mad, I feel like that doesn't necessarily stop at the teenage years.
Nope.
No, but it's more.
Come on, we were all like that.
Yeah.
We were all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. 66% of the current podcast that is on stream right now was like that going out into the world.
I was angsty. Yeah, I had I thought I knew everything for a while.
Yeah. So let's talk some stuff. So real quick, let's get it out of the way. We all of us have seen Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Which Theo, I hope your dad enjoyed the going to the movie yesterday. I know he dug the theater a little bit, said it was clean and
did fall asleep in the chair for a little bit.
Awesome.
Dude, those chairs, if you get it in the right spot, super comfy.
Oh yeah. They cradle your lumbar really well.
Yeah. So anyways, quick thoughts. Theo.
I like how you phrase it. It was better than last night.
I mean, it's not setting the bar too high. I mean,
no.
Actually, no. So
I would say it's better than both films with Mark Wahlberg in it. Not to Mark Wahlberg's fault, but like the writing just sucked in both of those movies.
Honestly, Jerry and I had a good conversation about this yesterday.
I think I think all of them were terrible. And you're talking to a Transformer fan, especially of this franchise, the live action franchise.
Yeah.
But from one to last
Shia LaBeouf ones too.
So from one to the last night were awful. They were awful. Oh yeah, the first 5 they were awful.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I went to go see each one in the movie theaters or in IMAX because they were fun movies. Let's just get that out of the way. These are fun blockbuster movies. Now, do the fans want more of a serious tone and these to be taken more care of? Yes. But this is what we get. We got the whole Michael Bay movies. Now the whole reboot with Bumblebee, I thought was a nice surprise. But once again, the biggest disappointment from that movie was the human element. Like, get rid of the humans. Like, I honestly thought they had it. They had the first 15 minutes of the movie was the greatest 15 minutes for Transformers ever.
Okay.
Like, I still put that against Beasts, but for honestly, Beasts is a close second because Bumblebee is probably number 1 for me. Purely for that first 15 minutes of footage of all CGI.
So Theo,
but I still like that first introduction on this one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but once again,
you still had that 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it's not the war on Cybertron.
As like a lesser Thanos because you just want to get rid of the humans.
No,
I really do.
No, he's just Megatron.
Okay, there you go, Megatron.
That's fine. You know what? Yeah, can we please just keep it on Cybertron? Please, just keep the movie on Cybertron. That's it.
They have to get there first.
No, I know, right. But that is thanks to the end of the Beast movie. Like, that's what makes me hopeful. is that since they are branching off to with the humans to another franchise, not going to spoilers,
True.
but so it looks like maybe the next movie is going to be full, hopefully full all Transformers and CGI.
So I don't think this necessarily spoils anything, but Matt, I had the same concern with when I was asking Matt, but I'll ask you too, Jerry. Since they didn't necessarily bridge it, do you hope that they bridge these reboot movies to the Shia LaBeouf movies?
No.
With story wise? Okay.
No.
I kind of hope they do close the gap with story wise, at least with where Optimus was between these reboots.
The only way
and showing up on and showing up on the Michael Bays.
The only thing the only thing that I see that ties them together is Bumblebee. Because when Shia LaBeouf first got Bumblebee, he was that old Camaro. So it's supposed to be that timeline when Bumblebee's off to the adventures, and then he gets to that car dealership, and then.
So when you think about it,
but I was telling Matt that Prime and all of them have to be off planet,
right?
That's why
it's that's why they're so.
That's why it's messed up.
They have all those holes, dude. Yeah.
So there's others too, like when Bumblebee starts talking through the radio, right? When Optimus and them show up, right? And Shia's like, "Oh, you can talk now," and Ratchet's like, "Hey, his vocal box was damaged in the crash." No, it was damaged in the crash.
But so it's combo. That's why it's separate, man. That's why
yes,
because Bumblebee is literally supposed to be a reboot.
Yeah, because it's fixed,
like a soft reboot. But
because we know what got damaged in the fight in the Bumblebee movie.
Yeah, but it was damaged in the fall, like the entry to Earth.
Okay,
is where Ratchet explains it. So here's my thing: is like,
technically they were more accurate in Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rethink where I'm putting Rise of the Beasts. For me, after Jared and I had actually good conversation about this, right? And we went movie by movie because, like, for me, I was like, I really like the first one.
Like, no joke, we broke them down.
Yeah, we did a breakdown, right? We could do an entire podcast about Transformers.
Bad holes, dude.
And did you go like classic all of us that like you broke out the spreadsheet and everything?
Well, not so much that, but really we went through close enough, and we went through the Transformers and Decepticons too. Like
kind of sort of, but like it was like Transformers, like my beef was always kind of just Megan Fox just didn't fit. She was more like Michael Bay eye candy, like typical Michael Bay movie, right?
Still ain't gonna complain about eye candy though.
But then like the second one, the twins, right? There's so many, as Jerry put it, cultural appropriations.
That's how, and it started early because it started with the second movie.
And I'm like, the only reason, and the only thing is I look back at it, right? The only reason I truly enjoy Revenge of the Fallen is the RC twins. She actually gets the RC and her sister, Alita 1 and Chromia.
Okay. Actually, and the first movie, Jazz was the first cultural
Jazz was the
I forgot about that.
Not really.
Bro, he like
was.
Listen to the dialogue again, bro.
It's bad. Talk like that.
It's blood. Like yeah.
Yeah, but okay. And then there's still, and then like 3, like the only, like my favorite part about that is McDreamy getting electrocuted. I mean,
that whole movie was pointless, but
it's not great either.
It was fun. Yeah.
And then the fourth one, you know,
and then the first soft reboot with Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Oh my God. The only the one thing I do love about that though is like in the score, like the Autobots reunite when like he shows back up and they're like, hey, Optimus is back and everything. Just that whole sequence with the score. I love it. But there's holes in that movie too. Like, just overall.
Once again, like they may, like I liked Mark Wahlberg. Like I kind of understood it. Okay, like he was an inventor. So let him invent something. Like, let him shine somewhere in the movie where like, oh man, he broke the code on the Transformers. Like, so him and Bumblebee made like something like make the humans like have a point.
Now, That said, I did enjoy how Rise of the Beast did tie into the original animated movie with some things. You know,
Either they were tie-ins or they were Easter eggs, but yeah, they were like there were some.
I mean,
cool
the fact
stuff
that we
towards
actually get to
on the
see
movie.
Unicron
I totally heard tie-ins wrong. I totally heard Italians.
Hey,
I was like, wait,
you know, hey,
where were the Italians?
they were underrepresented. Okay.
well, wait a minute. Isn't Pete Davidson? Is he Italian?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But you know what? I mean, but the fact is, you get to see Unicron, and I mean, none of this is spoilers by any means.
And that was
been in the trailers,
like
right?
they didn't screw that up too. Like he looked like classic Unicron, like,
and he even had like the voice, like it wasn't Orson Welles, but it was still like that whole like,
yeah,
I'm going to kill you if you don't do what I want. If you don't, do. And then Scourge is one of the original, Seekers.
My
you know
Dinklage.
that under
That's my dude, the Dinklage.
And then also too is like how they did it, and it in the trailer it gets to show Diaz in an exosuit. That's like a kind of a reference to the suits that Spike and Daniel wear in the animated movie. So it was kind of like nice having those little tie-ins to the Gen 1 fans, they've been through this. And even
and I was even told the look of the exosuit, like it was really catered to from the movie. Like it has heavy ties to the movie from what it looked like. So that was cool because it definitely looked like it came straight from the 80s cartoon. It was cool. Like there were so many cool fun moments from these movies, but
here let's
maybe a little bit more tenderness and care for the the writing of the story. I'm just saying.
Here you go, Jerry. Like right here, right? It was just a definite, just a little bit of a nod.
Yeah,
So it was nice seeing that, and then even then we got to actually see RC like looking like RC.
Right.
So I also thought Liza Koshy did a good job with her. Like the voice actors did a good job with the movie, and but once again, and I've spoken to other like Transformers fans about this. One thing, like, please get rid of the mouths on the Transformers. Like, there's no need.
Yeah.
Like for Optimus, don't need like just keep the shield. But like even in the first Bumblebee movie, he had the shield the entire time. The up and down, we get it. Like it works.
Yeah.
Well, Bumblebee in that design on the movies, he doesn't have a mouth that moves at all. He just has that circle piece.
I actually think the movie Bumblebee is I actually prefer him more than the original cartoon. That might be a crazy take, but I like it.
I mean, they didn't start having a lot of the mouths on a lot of the Transformers until latter part, other than Bumblebee, right? Most of the time you didn't have that. Like the original Wheeljack, he had a face guard like Optimus, like, and when he talked,
and I know some of them did have mouths, but I'm just saying like they purposely put mouths on some of the latter Whereas
it was the latter part of Gen 1 when we got RC and Hot Rod and that generation, when the newer Transformers started showing up, that we started getting the mouths on them.
Yeah. And once again, the whole thing with the beasts, like, okay, that was great. But Airazor, the eagle, shouldn't have been there. Like there were 2 or 3 characters I think any other fan would have preferred to see. Not saying like Michelle Yeoh could have voiced them either, but it was just like that character came later in the timelines for the Beast Wars, so that also was weird.
Like, and then Rhinox, Cheetor, and
we didn't get to see them. We got to see them transform from afar. We didn't get to see their faces or hear their dialogue or like see them move. Like I would have liked to seen them. Like the whole thing was about the beasts. So
true.
We really only got to see Primal transform and like really fight and see him and his movement. That was just a bummer. But that whole fight scene was cool. But yeah, I would have liked to see, Cheetor and Rhinox like more.
I mean,
I would have like a little fight scene or something.
I would have enjoyed seeing Rat Trap. I would have loved to have seen Dinobot.
Yeah.
I
think Rat Trap would have made more sense, but also, given in the movie, why did you choose to be a giant rat? Like, you know what I mean? So I also understand the reasoning for the, movie wise. It's just, I much rather I would have tried to have Rat Trap in some way, because he was a pivotal character.
Yeah.
And he was also a big personality in that show too. So he was a fan favorite.
Well, Airazor was season 1 though. Of Beast Wars.
but she really was more pivotal when Tigertron was around, and then they merged.
Yeah, but she was latter part of season 1 though, because Rhinox and Cheetor are the ones that found her. So, but overall, I enjoyed it. I had fun with it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and the fight scene, you can tell they took a lot of Marvel influence from the fight scene with multiple transitions within one fight. It was cool.
We talked about this. I'm not a big Pete Davidson fan at all, even when he was on SNL, but I thought he was perfect for Mirage.
I thought he was good too.
Pretty good for Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people kind of underestimate him. I think he's a decent actor, and I think he's showing promise. He has that stigma of dating a Kardashian and
Well, I don't even think that. It's just I'm
just a weird
some of his comedy. Yeah.
I think he's consistently underestimated, but
I did really like Anthony Ramos for Noah. I thought he did a great job, and I really hope.
I thought he was good too. That dude is full bred New York, bro. Yeah. And I also think he's going to branch off, and I think he's going to do well in the other franchise. I don't want to give off the spoilers.
The sad part was every time I saw him on the screen, I was just waiting for him to break out in song from In the Heights.
From In the Heights, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk some gaming, because there's a couple things we need to discuss. One of those is the big announcement today that there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
Hey-o.
So
I always like to give these last minute announcements for their.
Yeah, I know,
right?
Yeah. It's Nintendo, but so real quick, Starfield on the Xbox side. This was something that came out a little bit after we were recording, and whatnot, and confirmed is that Starfield is going to be 4K, 30 frames per second on the Series X, and 1440, 30 frames per second on the S.
Ew, 30 frames per second.
So, well, here's the thing is I don't mind it as much. I always play my games in fidelity mode. I don't play them in performance mode. So 60 frames per second, but Bethesda is saying they purposely capped it at 30 frames per second.
Ew.
So that's fine. They want more of the cinematic feel to it.
I think they're playing it safe.
Now here's going to be the problem is, judging by their passes, if that thing dips below 30 frames per second, that's where people are going to light them up for it.
Yeah.
But he's saying it plays really good on the S, because that's his Todd Howard said his kids had hijacked the Series X. So he's been basically playing it out on his S, and he says it plays pretty well. But again, this is Bethesda, so we'll see what happens with it. Yeah. And then the other thing that came out today was that tomorrow starts the Microsoft versus FTC court case.
Okay.
So the FTC officially sued to block the merger because Microsoft's basically said, well, if they don't want to approve it, that's fine. We'll still do the merger, and then we just won't publish those games in those countries. So basically the UK and the US. So the FTC sued them, loopholed it. So tomorrow starts the pre-evidentiary hearing, and then the full hearing starts on the 22nd, or so tomorrow, or Thursday, and then it'll go Thursday, Friday, and then the 27th, 20th, and 29th.
Okay.
Now, from an executive perspective,
Okay.
Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, right, and the gaming division. You've got Sarah Bond, who's the head of Xbox Creative or Creator Experience. Matt Booty is the head of Xbox Game Studios. Tim Stewart, the Microsoft Gaming CFO. Then you've got the CFO of Microsoft on that side. They're all going to be testifying. You're going to have Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision, as well as Activision CFO, all there to testify on the stand.
Okay.
Now, I was joking with Jerry about this, right? The one person who was bitching and moaning about this whole thing going through, Jim Ryan, saying, this is anti-competition and everything, will be testifying video or via video link.
What?
It's not important enough for him to fly to where this is happening to testify in person.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It was important for him to rile up all the regulatory agencies saying, oh no, this is bad for us, and then he can't be there. Sorry to inconvenience it, Jim Ryan. So Jerry made a very good point that it's not even has to fly anywhere. Hold on, I just realized this. It's in San Francisco.
Oh, so he just has to drive.
He just doesn't want to go across the bay or wherever he's at to do that. So,
dude, he's a CEO. He could have helicoptered there. Quick.
He's saying that their most senior executives will be there in person to answer any questions about their business strategy, but that's it.
That's dumb.
All right.
Whatever. I'm so tired of Jim Ryan, though. It just, honestly, he's the most anti-gaming executive there is from a personality perspective. Like, I get it. He wants to do all the multi-party stuff, but like when it comes to interacting and being the face of a brand, 2x4 has more personality.
Yeah, it's certainly been frustrating with him on the reins. But yeah, it sucks, man.
I take it back.
It doesn't make sense.
I just reread the article. No, it's nobody from Sony's testifying as of this moment, other than Jim Ryan via video link.
And yet they're the ones that are the most concerned, apparently.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what's the point of it?
And all? Now there's rumors starting up again that they
just gave up. So why didn't they just?
Jerry's going all like green screen.
Weird.
Whoa.
It's like 80s right now going on. This is
Hold
the
on.
coolest trip I've ever seen.
I'll come back.
Max Headroom.
Bro, I knew I shouldn't have taken those mushrooms you gave me, man. Jesus.
Dude. Now that you've done that,
there we go.
I need you to bust out Take On Me.
Oh, Jesus.
On me.
Take me on.
Yeah, that was weird. Whoa, what?
That was entertaining.
That was weird.
Anyways, but honestly, it's like, I'm so tired. It's like I went and grabbed some, I went and grabbed Abos on Sunday. So Dave remembers Abos. We used to go all the time.
When we still get Abos.
Yeah. Yep, there he goes again. It's the...
Hell, I remember when Abos was actually in the promenade.
Right.
Westminster Promenade. Yep. Jerry disconnected.
We lost Jerry. Let's see what happens. So I just lost my train. Anyways, I went to Abos, right?
It's so distracting.
And I was right. We were sitting there watching like Jerry completely like glitch out, like the grid took him back. But I was talking to a couple people that worked there, and they're like, "Well, when you look at all the games that Activision has, it's like, okay, fine, they have Call of Duty. Big whoop.
It's always the same game, new skin. Like there's nothing new.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And okay, they have Diablo and they have World of Warcraft. Okay, they've got some of these bigger things, but
it's still ones that they bought. They didn't make.
Activision merged with Blizzard. That's how they got those. I don't really care. It's like, let's see.
I mean, did Activision even have Call of Duty before acquiring it? Like, I don't think it originated with Activision at all.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't think.
Okay, so are we getting real Beanie One, or are we getting Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern Beanie One?
Oh, I was going Johnny Mnemonic.
Hello. I am here, my two friends, Theo and Matt. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
The sad part is that like the voices, the robotic voices aren't like that anymore. Like I got a voicemail from
they're not.
A scam call, and I'm like, this is a legit sounding voice. Granted, it's like super scripted and has no variance in level, but it's like actually pretty.
I still think they use soundboards, but they're they're seamless now. They're like, "Hello, I was wondering if I could speak to you for a moment."
Oh yeah,
and then cut. Like then the next phrase, like.
Okay, so real quick, Theo, to your point about Call of Duty, I just looked it up. It was originally developed by Infinity Ward.
Okay,
but it was published by Activision, so they had the publishing IP rights. Kind of like.
So still, yet to my point, Activision doesn't own anything of like that they made. They just keep buying things or help produce it.
Best way to explain it would be like to our listeners is that with Borderlands, Gearbox was doing all the developing of the game and everything. 2K published it.
Right.
With
good example. Good example.
So it was kind of the same thing. So honestly, whatever happens. But Jerry and I talked about this, and it is one of those things. If Microsoft wins this,
okay,
Sony has nobody to blame but Jim Ryan.
That's fair.
Because Jim Ryan felt it was too much of a burden to drive an hour to the courthouse and be there in person. He's got to do it on video. So we'll see what happens. Now on the other side of the equation, Nintendo, who the FTC, kind of has balked at, saying this is they're part of this current generation, which maybe they are. I mean, whatever. But they've dropped two pieces of news in the last week. So first and foremost, Fire Emblem, the OG from the Game Boy Advance, is coming to the Game Boy Advance Virtual Console on Friday.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Fully localized and everything. So I love it because I've never played that one. Like I didn't have a Game Boy Advance long enough to get into, get the Fire Emblem. So for me, my first real taste with Fire Emblem was with the Wii. And actually the GameCube. No, it was GameCube. Because on GameCube, it was Path of Radiance, with Ike, the two games they brought out on GameCube. So the OG is coming. The OG from the Game Boy Advance is coming. The original Fire Emblem that goes way back to Game Boy is the one that's been already out for a while. So looking forward to that on Friday, because that's yet another game I'll lose myself in as of late. Maybe because Final Fantasy 16 comes out this week and I did pre-order it.
There you go.
But meanwhile, something else has been taking up your time.
We'll talk about me being back on my bullshit later.
As in
anyways, so Nintendo did drop, like we mentioned at the top of the hour, they are going to be doing a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. and it is going to be 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern time. They've said it's going to be focusing on games that are coming out this year. So we know Pikmin 4, that's probably a safe bet that they're going to be doing in the 40, during the 40 minutes, because that's the only one that's on the slate. Currently, right now, that is the only first party title that is on the slate for the rest of the year. For Nintendo, they haven't said much about what's the back half. So my question is, what do we want to try and will into existence this time? Because the last time we really got into this with a Nintendo Direct for games that are coming out this year, I was on my Metroid kick, and I will always be on my Metroid kick. And I said Metroid Prime. I would love to see it. And it shadow dropped release that next day.
Well, I'm gonna give one of mine to you, man, because I'll definitely, like, I'm more interested in seeing another Metroid for sure. And honestly, mine's pretty simple. I want Wind Waker. I want either a redone Wind Waker or just
give me the Wii port, the Wii U port.
Even that, like, I'm fine with that. Just like brighten it up a little bit, smooth it out, and just send it. I'm fine with that. Or maybe, you know what? I'd be down for another Mario Odyssey, because the sequel, I think that would be fun too. But yeah.
So one of the rumors is that they're going to be announcing a 2D Mario game. So a side scroller.
I was actually just about to say that. I really want a 2D or a platformer. Like, I feel like we've got saturated with 3D
like a
games.
brand, but a new
yeah,
Mario
not like
platform.
a redo of New Super Mario Brothers U.
Yeah.
Which has been
although
two
well,
versions.
I mean, yeah, wasn't the Bowser's Fury that one?
So you've had two, right? So Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Bowser Fury was the add-on for 3D Mario, or
3D World.
3D World rather.
Yeah.
So
3D World, but 3D World came out like
that was Wii U.
Oh, so that was also so we need a completely.
And when you look
one.
at, I don't even consider that one I mean, that's more the 3D, because you literally can go the different directions on it, right? 2D, I think when you look at it, right, it's been New Super Mario Brothers. It was on the Wii. Then when it came out on the Wii U, it was the New Super Mario Brothers Wii U
Deluxe, yeah.
And then the deluxe version
the deluxe
coming out for the Switch.
That was for Switch.
It's been the same game for 3 generations. So they are due for a 2D side-scrolling Mario. So the other rumor that is coming out right now is that there is the possibility of an announcement of Super Mario RPG remake and Chrono Trigger remake.
Oh,
that would be big. Yeah.
All right. So aside from yes, Final Fantasy's coming out and everything like that. You bring out a remake Chrono Trigger, or even just a remaster of Chrono Trigger,
I think we'll be missing our host for a couple
of weeks. At this point, just give me a freaking port, because that game still looks great. Even though it was a Super Nintendo title. I would be all over Chrono Trigger, because that is when it comes to individual games, not series or anything, but individual games themselves, Chrono Trigger is my favorite game of all time. Hands down.
Nice.
Both in the story, the new game plus that they put in. It's got 12 different endings.
That's right. I remember that. I remember someone told me about that.
Based on who was in your party and at what point in time you actually fought Lavos.
That was one of the first to kind of do that, right? Like like multiple endings, and
it was
also depending on your party, I think.
Your party and when you fought Lavos. If you fought him in the past, if you fought him in the future, if you fought him, in the present. I thought
that was pretty cool when it first came out. I was like, oh, that's an interesting one. I like that.
And even New Game Plus, the fact that you carry over your weapons and your gear was nice, because depending on how many times you replayed that, you could end up equipping all of your party with rainbow helms, which was the strongest helm in the game. You could get multiple rainbow swallows, which was the sword for Chrono. You know, you had, and you could carry that into, and it was just OP, just straight up OP,
Yeah.
even when you had base statistics, right? So, as nice as I never did play Super Mario RPG. You know,
I did for a moment. It wasn't my cup of tea.
You know, and I can see that. I think for me, as much as I would love to see Chrono Trigger in some fashion this year, I don't think it's happening because fans have been asking Square Enix to give us a remake or a remaster of Chrono Trigger, and they've decided to go and remake FF7, which is fine. We are, you know, there's rumors that FF8 and 9 remakes are in the work. Now, rumors coming out that 10 may be in the works now as a remake, which I don't see why you need to remake 10. 10 is absolutely gorgeous still.
Yeah. And
No,
that was
remake
such
them
a
all.
great
Like,
story.
Remake them all.
Stop it. Stop it.
Remake them all. I want them all.
Why?
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm down, man. I want to see them updated. I'm interested to play them.
Yeah, but if they're going to remake it, you know, they're going to start remaking them into the style of all the Final Fantasies now, which are those action RPGs. And I think you lose.
And I'm down. I'm certainly down for 8, especially with the Gunblades. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see, but I think as much as I would love to see Chrono Trigger, I don't think it's going to happen. You know, my wish list is Wind Waker.
Okay.
And we will keep saying every direct until they give it to us. I'm going to say Wind Waker. I'm going to say, you know, I want Twilight Princess. I have a feeling, I have a good feeling that we may get something for Metroid Prime 2 and 3.
Okay.
Because those have been rumored to be in the works as well, you know, and especially after you had the success of Prime 1, you know, being sold out everywhere and they had to print more copies. There is a demand for Prime. Absolutely. And I think it's time we're probably going to be seeing something for Metroid Prime 4.
Okay.
Nice.
Just because it's been in the development now for 4 years under Retro. So it's
true.
Been
Even I would expect, like, that's why I even said, like, I expect at least some sort of teaser, or at
hopefully
kind of at the very least, I would say a trailer, like not even a teaser, but I would say like a trailer. It's been enough time.
Yeah, I mean, granted, they had to redo everything from the ground up, so
but even since then, like, they could at least have enough for a trailer or something.
You would hope. I mean, they had a teaser trailer at E3, like,
yeah, but dude, that was a title.
Yeah,
it was just a title. Yeah, man, that's why. Like, I think enough time has gone by where, like, I would expect at the very least at least a trailer.
So, give you an idea, E3 2017 is when they announced it, that it was in development at that time, and that was Bandai Namco was going to be doing it. And then January of 2019 is where everything was restarted under Retro. So we're 4 years and change.
Trailer.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Give us one.
Just
give us one.
Give me 4. Just be like, here's my money. I mean, honestly, I'm going to be like, here's my money for 2 and 3, and
just give me Wind Waker. I want
Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So, outside of that, I don't know what to expect. I really don't, because Nintendo usually holds things to the quite to the vest, and a lot of leaks end up becoming just rumors that everyone feeds off of, and we don't ever see. So,
what's the cardboard run of their accessories? Their
Labo?
I also think we might see something new from there, because there hasn't been anything new for that since it came out. Or that's not true. No, they did do they did an edition like a racing edition or something, like more accessories to make with the cardboard, but I don't know. We might see more of that.
I mean, it's 5 years since that's been out, so I don't think we truly see anything for Labo, really.
I think we're going to see something along the lines of those accessories.
Okay.
I think you'd have a
Like
better
something
shot.
new.
I think you'd have a better shot of Amiibo coming back, like full swing.
That's what I mean. I also think we're going to see some sort of like accessory announcement.
Okay. I hope, like you do, I hope we hear about something for Switch 2, but I think that's probably going to be September when they do Nintendo Live up in Seattle and at PAX. I think that's where we see more Nintendo. So
agreed.
So with that, anything going to shock you if it shows up?
Animal Crossing new DLC.
Fuck you.
Oh, I'd be surprised for that too. Honestly, that would be.
I would
be like, hey, you know what? Awesome.
Dang.
That they're listening.
I hate you both. I hate you both so much right now. Because you see what shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, absolutely. And it would be the perfect time, like, new DLC. Like, oh, dude, you're done.
And I ordered 2 more Animal Crossing things for my office.
Especially if you got Chrono Trigger and Animal Crossing and Metroid Prime 4. Like, you're just gone.
Oh, yeah, you'll be done. We'll be hearing nothing about Nintendo, like, oh, I've just been on my Switch because, like, it's just been. It's been calling me. It's been calling me, more and more. Like, dude, shut up. Like, 3 games came out. We know. We get it. Like.
Dude, you give me Wind Waker. Okay, hold on. You give me Chrono Trigger, Wind Waker, and Metroid Prime 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, PlayStation ain't getting turned on for a while.
Until 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, and you got Spider-Man coming out later this year. If those hit,
yeah.
I'm
I just put some pre-orders. I got my Spider-Man 2 pre-ordered and Mortal Kombat.
Did you do collectors?
No.
Spider-Man? Okay.
No, but it's still up on. I didn't know you can only get it on the Sony website, but they're still up to purchase right now. So that's something I might have to wait on. But at least I have the game pre-ordered.
Nice.
But yeah, you give me those 4 games. Bye, Felicia. Even with FF16,
I just hear your kids going, "Where's Daddy?"
Oh no! It'll be, hey kids, I'm taking over the TV because I have the dock in my office. We have one in the playroom, and we have the one downstairs. I can just go ding, 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 ding.
Oh, sweet!
I'll just start taking over the TVs. So yeah.
Right. I was even trying to think of like what would be a outside, out of the box kind of like announcement from Nintendo that we haven't seen in a while. That would be nice to see. Like Echo the Dolphin, maybe? I don't know. That was Sega.
Yeah, that was Sega.
Isn't that already on the Genesis VC though?
I think so too.
Yeah. Something that would like bring me back as a kid, and I would love to see, but I know it'll never happen. And I'll be impressed if you guys remember this one. Is Bonks.
Sir, Bonk was TurboGrafx 16.
No, it's Nintendo.
Bonk's Adventure was TurboGrafx 16.
I don't remember.
No, I show it as NES. Bonk's Adventure NES. Because that's where I played it originally. Here. I will.
I got another Sega one. Vector Man. Vector Man would be sweet.
Vector Man.
Yeah, that was a cool Sega game.
They did come out with it on the NES.
Huh. Yeah, there's the disc and everything.
Oh,
interesting.
I remember that game.
I played that. I played it on
was fun.
TurboGrafx 16.
I played that on NES. Yeah, or on Super NES.
I played it on original because that was one of my first games.
OG NES.
It was there was Super Bonk on Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
But,
that one was crazy. That one was funny.
But yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I played Bonks a lot and Duck Hunt a lot when I had the NES.
You know what else would be sweet for it to come back?
Hmm.
But like as an official game, Earthworm Jim.
I don't think that's Nintendo though, is it?
It's Sega.
Hmm.
But I think it's owned by one of those Nintendo companies now.
Isn't Earthworm Jim on the VC though?
Yeah, but I would like to see like a whole revamp.
Oh, a whole new?
Because that would be fun. That was a
Okay.
crazy, like weird franchise that like
I would like a new franchise that's like that.
yeah,
Like that it's just weird, it's funny, it's just kind of
quirky
like,
and
yeah. I think that would be nice because we don't really have any of those original
that's right.
characters.
There
these
was
days.
a new one that was announced, but it was supposed to come out for the Intellivision Amico, which that flamed out in a glorious
Earthworm Jim.
It was going to be a launch title for the Intellivision Amico.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, bummer.
I remember us talking
dead.
about that one too.
Is it
that one's dead?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Is it even?
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, it's not in development anymore. I'm sure it's done now.
I don't think so.
It's been delayed. They haven't said anything.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been delayed for a while.
Further delayed to October 10, 2021. After that, there hasn't been anything.
Wow. Bummer.
Yeah,
that was a cool like quirky franchise.
Okay, so here we
that
go.
one.
In April of last year, pre-orders for the Amico were canceled, including ones through GameStop. They cut in June of last year. They cut staff and licensed IP. Then July 4th of last year, it was reported that the trademark had been abandoned.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, the trademark was renewed rather than a request for further extension of the existing trademark. Intellivision had instead opted to file for a brand new one on June 30th. So
yeah, they're restructuring. So yeah, there's nothing down the pipeline for a very long time.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I'm sorry, but they're doing limited collector's edition bundles for games and stuff.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
You can buy the games on, but I don't know where you can buy the actual console.
Oh, the Genesis?
No, the Intellivision Amico.
Oh God. Yeah. I don't even know.
They're still doing, hold on.
Would it even work?
Pre-orders. I can add it to the cart. No money down. Yeah, there's no money down.
I still wouldn't trust it. I still wouldn't even put my info in it.
Nope. Sorry. As much as Intellivision was my first system, no.
What a bummer. Oh well.
So, anyways, Theo, what you been playing?
Just a mix of Tears and Destiny. I have been getting more into Tears. I am definitely getting that frustration like you've had with the amount of needing to use
Ultra Hand.
Ultra Hand is so ridiculous. Like, and
they really did make it like a staple in the game. Like it's,
and I don't know.
I do get it.
I don't know how they could have improved on like the movement and turning and everything, but I mean that feels so clunky to me, and it just takes up so much time just trying to twist and turn things. And like, because I just finished one of the shrines where you had to twist and turn it through a wall.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is a pain.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sure you got all those speedrunners that just like bypass it in some fashion.
I don't know how they've done it because like somebody's done it in less than 90 minutes. So
yeah.
Well, a lot of people are using that. A lot of people are using that shield glitch, and they're just getting higher and higher. And skipping the
glitch.
entire puzzles and just getting straight to the end of the shrine.
I don't know the shield glitch.
You attach like a bomb
to
your shield, do a flip, boom, and then you just keep flipping, and the glitch is that you just keep getting higher and higher, and then you just glide to the very end of the maze, and that's how people have been finishing
there was
shrines.
Like a ceiling on the shrines now.
No, some of them just have some of them have a guard, but if you can get higher enough, you can just boom and then just drop right down.
Okay. Have you heard about the actual like legit sounding duplicating glitch?
Dude, there's so many glitches right now. Like everybody is trying to exploit all the glitches.
Legit though. I think it's I kind of the one that I saw, it actually seems like it's not a glitch and it's just a happenstance. So if you find the bow that shoots 3 arrows and you attach something to it and just shoot it, it will triplicate what you put on the end of it.
That one you have to be at a certain location. It's at a certain it's a certain incline, and you shoot the arrows up, and then when you see the arrows float, that means the duplication glitch worked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
But that being said, is every time Nintendo is patching a glitch, like one of these exploits,
people are still finding the glitches.
They're finding it's 2 to 3 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Jerry.
What have I been playing? Well, Mario of Tears, still Diablo, and thanks to your guys' reminder, I am trying the Final Fantasy demo.
Thoughts so far?
Okay.
Dude, you were right. It's still pretty long. I paused in between it. Because there's a lot of cinematics in it, but once again, I love I enjoy the mechanics. I like the fighting and the switching of magic and all that, just like the new remake for 7. But it seems very vast. Like I'm kind of interested in the story because it seems very fantasy. Game of Thrones type of only like, everything's revolving around the summons, which is sick.
It's kind of like season 1 through 4 Game of Thrones, like the good stuff.
Only you're dealing with like the summons. So like, dude, when Titan came in, that was sick, and Shiva, and then you saw Ifrit and like
Phoenix.
And Phoenix.
Yeah,
and you got to take over Phoenix a little bit. Like that was fun, dude. So I'm kind of interested to see more of it now. So it's a good demo. It's reeling me in.
The demo was enough to get me off the fence and pre-order it.
Wow,
nice. Okay. I'm just waiting. Yeah. I'm not pre-ordering just yet because I already have I have a few games that are going to take some time for me to play.
I mean, it's not like FF7 took you very long to finish.
That was just procrastination. I learned my lesson this time, and when part 2 comes out, I'm gonna hit it. Like it's gonna be my focus. Don't worry.
I'll let Newman know that. Don't worry.
Don't worry. You let everybody know.
It's a good thing we're already recording this, so we know.
Oh yeah. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm gonna finish that game first round because that ain't happening the second time. Like I got all you know.
We're gonna start a pool.
On God!
one when you start, one when you finish. Whether or not you finish in time before we see the FF7 cast again. There's gonna be tears.
I mean, what are the stakes gonna be? That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm dreading.
Ooh, that sounds good. Maybe you have to buy me a steak dinner or something.
Oh, okay.
So
I'd be down with that.
The lingering question, Matt, what have you been playing?
Yeah, what have you been playing?
So some of Jedi Survivor.
Right.
Okay. So there is Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm advancing the storyline.
What was the next game?
FF16 demo.
Yeah. That one. Anything else? Pretty sure there's more.
I mean, as our viewers know, there's always a correlation with the t-shirt and what he's been playing.
I am completely back on my bullshit.
Oh my God.
Are you redoing or are you just messing around?
Oh no, it's
Redoing. Totally redoing, huh?
Oh,
I'm having to do it like in quadrants and stuff and actually redo parts so I can shift things and whatnot.
Oh my
but yeah,
gosh.
I'm on my bullshit.
That's so funny.
So and what's funny is because I haven't played the game in a month. So like I didn't realize that it had been that long since I actually hopped on my island. I got so much shit from my residents.
Oh, really?
About being gone. There was like cockroaches in my freaking house.
Oh no!
I've been gone long
I
enough
get a
for
lot
that,
of
so I had to
those.
kill cockroaches. So
Do you have a lot of weeds or no?
yeah, I did have a lot of weeds, but I picked those all up and made like $4,000 off of them. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but no, I'm completely back on my bullshit.
Well, I mean, if you're ever low on money and you're not in the realm of turnips, you could always visit Jerry's island and just pick up some weeds.
Jerry doesn't have an island.
He technically does.
Technically, but
could you possibly still go to my island?
You have to be online.
You have to be online and have your gates open.
Yeah,
you have to accept visitors.
So no.
Then no.
We can't go tend your garden.
No, it's been swallowed by the sea.
No.
Yeah,
but no,
poor people.
I've been working on the resort island too, and building vacation homes and whatnot. So
okay.
Yeah. I'm completely back on my bullshit.
Yes, you are. Even I have been able to resist my desire. But it's all right. That's cool. That's cool, man.
But I mean, I've been playing Animal Crossing since GameCube, since it first came out. So I've played virtually every iteration of it.
Well, that's
Jerry,
not
did
fair.
you play the original Red Dead, or did you only start with Red Dead 2?
No, I played the original. No, first of all, it wasn't just Red Dead. It was Red Dead Revolver because it came out. It came out in the PlayStation 2. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it stemmed from that. But then Red Dead came out for PS3.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So with that, I want to thank everyone who crashed game night with us tonight. If you like what you heard, please drop a follow. Just to kind of give everybody a heads up, we will be doing a little bit of programming changing come end of July. So we'll be live streaming on a different platform. So it'll be one less thing you guys got to kind of go hunt us down for and whatnot. So we're all going to be kind of moving it to a new home. So
that's right, a new type of tube.
I do new tube.
Ooh,
but
a little foreshadowing there.
Yeah, a little foreshadowing. But no, we thank everybody, for crashing with us. It's always a privilege and an honor to kind of give you a little bit of distraction from the daily grind of what's going on in everybody's lives. So head on over to crashinggamenight.com, check out the past episodes and our guests. And as always, just be excellent to each other. And remember, pay off Tom Nook. Just pay him off.
Believe. That's right, everybody. All my nerds. Thank you all for hanging. Yeah, that's right, guys. You see that follow or subscribe type of button. Yeah, we would just really appreciate a good old push there. And you guys just follow us and listen to our shenanigans and just hang out and shoot shit about nerdy stuff. So thank you guys for hanging out. Once again, we want to spread that awareness of just in general, let's just try and be better. Let's just try and do better. Let's try and be more patient and compassionate and try and help out here and there whenever we can or whenever we see it's needed, lend a hand. Thank you all. Be safe. And
load up the soundbite, load it up, give yourself a self intro.
Ready.
You don't have ready. Oh, no, that means my man.
All right.
I don't need to sound like Jason. Fair. I got me, my man.
That was pretty
my man Theo.
Well, Thank you all for watching. Thanks for listening. Till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
That's right. I'm me, my man.